kind of like that pattern there. That's cool. This reminds me a lot of like the Quadra Modular. Hey guys, welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix show, season 5, episode 20. What is this show about? Who am I? My name is Emlyn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm a bit of a music technology enthusiast, software and hardware, and on this show we cover all things music technology, software and hardware, all the latest in gear. I'm always talking about something new every single week, and especially with Super Booth, which is happening right now. There's been a lot of drops in this last week. It's been absolutely phenomenal. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure to stick around. I'll have a timeline down below to get to all the goodness of me actually just playing with this brand new instrument here from UVI. And just a little heads up, this thing sounds really freaking cool. So if you want to skip past me talking, getting the housekeeping out of the way of this show, you can do that right now. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm trying to build a community on here, just keeping it real with you guys as well. So if you do like this video today, please make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, because it really does help the algorithm, helps others discover this show, to discover new gear, what is happening in the world of music technology, I guess you could say, what is happening out there, because we cover it pretty much primarily on the show. I know there are plenty other YouTube channels that endeavor to do that, but we are, especially us here at the Emlyn in the Mix show, the whole team here are here for you guys to give you the latest in all of that gear. All right, all of the team, including me, of course. So quick shout out to our sponsor today. You should check these guys out. These are freaking cool. This is Abletunes. They make Ableton Live templates, and really cool. You literally just download the template of the genre you like and it will open up a full Ableton Live project. Absolutely freaking cool. I've got yet to do a video on these guys yet, but I have to say I already have some of their templates and they're really good because it sort of gives you a starting pad. If you want to write a song in a particular genre, it gives you a starting pad with everything laid out for you in Ableton Live. So if you're an Ableton Live user, these templates are really handy, and they have a bunch of different genres here. You can see you got techno, you got cyberpunk, synthwave, you name it, hip hop, trap, it's all there. Really, really cool. Check out Abletunes. I have a link for them down below. And thank you again to Abletunes for being today's sponsor. Now, getting over to today's product, which is the Quadra Modular from UVI. Now, UVI, no stranger to emulation. Now, unfortunately, the website wasn't loading properly when I was just before starting the show today, so I don't have the specs or the write-up back from them, but we'll have a link for them down below. Full disclosure, UVI is also an affiliate link, so big shout out to UVI. It supports the channel, again, supporting this community, helping us grow so that we can get you the latest in all of this gear and news. So if you do like what you hear today, if you love an UVI, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, because honestly, everything I cover on UVI is always gold. Click the link down below if you love the sound of this thing. So because I don't have a write-up of what Quadra Modular actually is, from my understanding, this is just meticulously sampled modular instruments, and you've got 4 engines which you can sort of mix between, and we're just going to play with the presets. I'll show you how you can sort of mix between the engines. If you watched my video on the Quadra Traveler, that was a sort of pretty much the same sort of engine going on with the 4 different engines of synthesis there, except it was totally different, obviously, the instruments that were involved in those engines. But there's a similar layout in terms of the GUI, the GUI here, where you got your 4 layers. Very intuitive. UVI are very intuitive with their GUIs, I have to say that. It's resizable, all of that jazz. We are using it inside of the UVI workstation here today, but you can of course use it in the Falcon Player as well. Falcon Player is really cool. They've updated it to Falcon Player 3. It's really freaking cool. But anyway, I love the UVI workstation as well. Just a good sampler, rompler, does the job. All right, well, I guess we just get straight into it. And yeah, check this out if you like it today. Again, affiliate link down below. But let's check out the first preset here, Abyss Tide. Let's have a little play. We are on Spotify too, before I get rid of that banner. There we go. If you want to listen to the show on the go, check it out on Spotify. And yeah, here we got the camera. Let's have a little play with our first preset here. Yeah, freaking nice, right? So you've really got a really rich, beautiful sound now. Just quickly show you here, if you are watching us on YouTube or Spotify, because of course Spotify now has video with this vodcast, we can mix around these engines here. So let me just hold down the notes. So that's layer A. Layer B. It's got some nice bass sequence going. There's layer D. Ooh, we go to layer C, a bit more of an arpeggiator sounding, and then we mix them all together. And you can mute or solo individual instruments at the top here as well with your layers, so you could just solo like this rather than moving around your 4 engines in that little XY that we just did before. You can get into the effects up here as well, which the effects sound brilliant. You can increase the reverb size, increase the decay, add a maximizer, add a bit of drive. Just really lovely laid out. Get back to your main GUI here on the top left. But yeah, super intuitive. There's really not a lot to learn in terms of getting around here and navigating around it. Very fun indeed. You can also just change your sounds on the fly, which I freaking love the idea of. So here I've changed layer A and layer D. Let's have a listen to that. There you go. Straight away, different vibes. You got some expression wheel action going on there as well. Listen to that decay. Did I do that? I think I did in the effects. That decay is just going on and on. All right, let's go to another one. Love that first preset though. Now, because the sampler rumplers, it take a little bit to load. Not too bad though, depending on the speed of your computer and where you've got your samples actually loaded. I've got them on a USB-C drive, just because they're quite big, the UVI library. But you know, you're getting authentic emulation samples. I've got to say too, considering the size of the sample library that comes from UVI, the workstation, UVI workstation, is a real workhorse. I never have really any trouble. CPU usage wise, amazing, really amazing. All right, let's get on to the next preset. It's me. What am I doing? I'm gloating about this. It's a really good instrument. That sounds cool. Cool groove. Groovy. Very nice indeed. All right, we'll go to the next one. So you can, and the other cool thing I like about it is you can see each individual instrument type that would have been a modular synth of its kind. Again, must be going through the ARP categories here. Jump over to categories just really quick. Vintage analog we're in at the moment. We are getting a lot of arpeggiator style presets here, but I really like them, so that's all that matters, hey? Nice sequences. something ominous about that preset. I was really enjoying that. All right, let's have a look at another preset here. Super fun indeed. And yeah, again, it's just super intuitive. So if there's like a sound you really like in there, again, we can just mix between the layers and get what we want, you know, the exact sound that we want. Let's check out another preset here. Oh yeah. Super inspirational already. I kind of like that pattern there, that's cool. This reminds me a lot of like the Quadra Nautilus. You know how you got like, I don't know if you do know this or not, but in the Quadra Nautilus you got multi-instruments and you can sort of have like a beat going and pads and synths going. Sorry, I'm talking all over this preset. You get the idea. I do have my other little, got my Lumi keys if you are watching us there. So I can control with the Lumi keys. And it lights up, it's pretty cool, pretty nifty. There we go. We're not here to celebrate the Lumi keys, but Lumi keys is a very cool instrument. There does appear to be velocity. This has, what's it called? MPE. Can't believe I nearly forgot that. But does have, this synth seem to have some velocity sensitivity going on, which is pretty cool. Or like aftertouch, sorry. Of course they have velocity sensitivity, but they got aftertouch. Mix between our little layers. So we got a drum, snare drum, and a kick. That's a pretty nice kick. And then where's our padders here? With a bit of an arp on it. So yeah, if you didn't like the synths here, we could just change our synth sounds. Oh, you can turn the arps off too, so you could just have... You could do something like that, but the arp is always better because you can just sort of play along. Actually, I really like this one. Maybe we can arp this one up. Turn that one off there. Now, if you wanted to get into a particular layer, such as D, for example, you can click on the layer, then you can, you know, mess around with the sound. You can also mess around with the arp as well, and you can see what's happening with the arp, traveling through its arp. So this is the sound, same, sorry, as the, we'll bring this up a bit bigger. This is the same as the Quadra Traveler. I mean, the GUI is essentially, it is the same. But yeah, you can just get in the back end here, you've got a filter, drive, if you want to really crunch it up. Turn that off if you want, or have it on. Change your pitch and your voicing. And you can also choose what effects are going on here. Change your envelope, amplitude, have your release really long, you know what I mean? You can really mess around and get in the back end, which is just very nice indeed, considering how intuitive this user interface is. I can't get over how good it is. All right, we'll listen to one more in this category, and then I think we'll move on to another category. So again, you got these meticulously sampled instruments all here, 4 engines going, super solid, super stable. Honestly, kudos to UVI. I always enjoy checking out their instruments. Everything is just lovely, nicely laid out. Oh man, here we go. See my big old hand there in the camera. this arpeggiator is so beautiful. Loving that arpeggiator, honestly. Just loving the sound of that. Sounds really, really good. All right, we'll go to a new category. Okay, so again, categories: vintage analog, you got digital modular, drums and percussive, West Coast heavy, meditative, modern, experimental, and instrumental. I think we've got to check out digital modular now and see what we've got in the way of the digital modular. All right, let's jump back over to our screen. That's freaking really nice. Not a digital modular here. Yeah, super, super nice indeed. And what I do have to say is the sequences are like kind of very inspirational to sort of get the juices flowing on a new track idea or just a new song. The sequences and the arpeggiators are really, really, really nice. So this is the digital, we're looking at the digital modular at the moment. And again, these little modulars here, you know, representing, I don't know. And look, I'm going to be real with you guys. The 500 series, all of that modular, those rat walls with all the little modular synths and stuff inside, I literally know nothing about. Like, I've seen it and it looks cool and they sound good, but gosh, I've never gotten into that. That stuff, you really need to be a millionaire to have that, those things, the hardware. I'm talking about the hardware, of course. But this is great. You can have it in software form. You don't need to be a millionaire. Click the link down below if you're loving the sound of this thing. I mean, honestly, UVI does also do a subscription service if you're into that. I mean, I'm, to be honest, purely not really into, not that I'm against subscription services, but I just got so many. I try to keep them down. So if you can just get it outright, that's always a good way to do things. And they do give you that option, which is really nice as well. But it depends. Some people, you know, if you're sticking with one company, that can't even speak, subscriptions work better. It is early in the morning, okay? Let the tongue twisters tie. All right, let's listen to another digital modular and we'll move on to another category. Here we go. That's nice. Beautiful. Absolutely. Just very inspirational. I'm really loving it. I could do this all day. All right, let's go to some different categories now. I want to check out drums and percussion. So, well, you got quite a few presets here. We'll just, I don't know, pick one by random. Dragon Slayer sounds incredible. What have we got here? Oh, that's awesome. That's so good. Do we get different layers as we got the octave, or slightly different pitching, but yeah, it's nice. Let's actually go back to this screen here. Go around our layers here. So you can see we got a rim shot, snares, kicks. And these would just all have their own individual arpeggiated, I guess they got ups, yeah, going through like a sequence. The up really is acting as a sequencer in this. You can turn that off. And you could, I guess you could just sort of make it how you want it to be. See how I've sort of, I've done like a build up. I mean, you could do that. It gives it a different vibe, you know what I mean? Which one was our snare? I think is this our snare? Actually, let me go back. Yeah, snare is layer B. So you could do that. You could do a similar thing if you get a snare roll. Let's try. More of a 16th groove with a bit of a build up. That's pretty cool. Anyway, this is a really amazing instrument because essentially you could just create beats and grooves. Absolutely cool. All right, let's go back to our drums and percussive here. Have another look here. Groove Guy, 1K. Let's have a listen to this. Oh yeah, nice, simple beat. So the keys aren't really doing much other than, I mean, giving us the higher pitches. We got the octaves. So you could, I guess you could have things low or really high. And go through our layers here as well. So this particular instrument, I have no idea what it is. Actually, that's cool. You can click on the little picture to get straight through to your layer. I didn't actually know that. There you go. There's a little nifty trick for you. Discovery mode on Emlyn in the mix. Cool, really cool indeed. We'll check out one more here. Red Dead. Let's see what we got here. A little bit of synthesis action there. And the pitch is really kicking in on this. Chappy chaps. What's this percussive one? That's cool. That's really nice. I like that. And I mean, don't forget you got your full effect suite here. If you wanted to, you can jump back into that and you can increase or, you know, get your decay right out. Have more feedback on the delay. And then depending on if the layer's routed to that too, like if there's like this particular sound here I really like. So actually if you have a look, there's no aux send on that, but if you wanted to, you could give it heaps of reverb and heaps of delay. Get more a dubby sort of sound effect. Just, yeah, like that in itself is just a very intuitive instrument. All right, we're gonna have to move along. All right, so we got, I'm curious about West Coast. Yeah, let's have a quick look at West Coast and then we'll check out one more category and we'll have to wrap it up. But I think you get the idea. This thing is just impressive to say the least. Runs really nice, barely uses any of your CPU. I mean, as long as you got a quick hard drive to pull the samples in, you got plenty of RAM, you're not going to have any trouble with running this instrument. Plenty of little grooves to inspire, and yeah. I like that because that's almost got a percussive rhythm in the background. Check out another one of these West Coast ones. Starry Nights. Nice. Let's check out another one here. Wow. Yeah, beautiful. Alright guys, I think we will have to wrap the show up. I do have my curiosity on this meditative stuff, so this is probably like, I just want to quickly have a look at this and then we'll wrap up the show. Let's check this out. I'm curious. I think it's pads, but let's see. Okay, very light, ethereal sort of stuff. And slow. Yeah, there you go. You want chill meditative stuff, you got it here. One last one here on the meditative categories, just because curiosity killed the cat. That's so nice. You could make super slow like synthwave with this particular instrument, those categories I should say. All right guys, we're gonna have to wrap up the show there, but thank you so much for joining me today. What did you think of Quadra Modular, the brand new instrument here from UVI? If you liked it today, please check out the affiliate link down below. It supports the channel, supporting this community. And if you liked this video today, please make sure to leave a like before you leave. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, if you like things, all new music technology, software and hardware. We cover it here on the show. I might get a tongue twister here and there on the show, but at least you stayed with me till the end. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you to our sponsor today, of course, coming from Abletunes, the Ableton Live template factory there, having all the goodness to get you started. If you wanted to do, for example, like a synthwave track, they have a template for that, and you could employ the Quadra Modular into that track. You could get, like, even with those last categories, the meditative ones, you could get a freaking really nice chilled sort of synthwave track going. I really love it. I love all the sequences. I always love what UVI brings to the table, and this is no exception. Quadra Modular. And thank you to Abletunes. Let us know what you thought of the video in the comments down below, or what you thought of the instrument, more or less, down below in the comment section. Thank you again for joining me, guys. We'll be back next week with another show, as always. And until then, peace out. Ooh. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.